guys, Wolvie here. This is the Y'shtola rework analysis video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Global. Now I'm not giving a date, but it is going to be a quote-unquote pre-recorded video because I'll be filming this ahead of time, but I won't be posting it until a later date. I will have another video like that's completely, that's going to be affecting this section of the channel, the Ruby section of the channel, and the other sections. You're going to be seeing it all there. You're going to see a very, very important announcement. So, and it is sadly sunted, but yeah, it is sunted for a reason, and it's very important. So, with that, we're going to go over the LD and the burst weapon, and a little spoiler for Global. Y'shtola's burst weapon comes back later on this year with the Burst Plus variant, so keep that in mind. So I'll have the time variant trip information alongside the Cydia database website links in the description below. So with that, we're going to jump straight into one of the banners here. So what we're going to be doing here is that, with the usual disclaimer, any opinion in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. So we're going to jump right into one of these banners right here. And again, we have here Y'shtola's her LD and burst weapon. I got her LD weapon kind of early, but I nearly pitied her burst. And I was actually gunning for this because with Paladin Cecil and Emperor, I'm having zero luck with getting either burst weapon. So it's one of those things that, yeah, I really don't want to be skipping just about every single banner, that sort of thing. So, anyway, we're going to go into the LD weapon first, which is called Tistra. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Now, the LD ability here is called Science Holy, and this is what happens here. So, this is basically the pre-MLB effects. Hold on a second, folks. Oh, it's the other direction. So, pretty much is all you see here. And now, this is the information on the icon above her head called Blood Lily. Now, this type of thing, the number of levels, it's like, you have to see the conditions you see here. And how it affects her skill set. Now, unlike varying other types of icons of the head, now, hold on a second. Sorry about that, folks. I'm actually on another train, so bear with me. So this is basically Science Arrow 2 and a Flatus Misery, that sort of thing. Now we're going to jump into that. 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3. And this is the LD extension board for the LD ability, so here you go. And now we're going to jump all the way back up to the burst weapon, which is, if I can grab it real quickly, the name of the weapon is called Truth Seeker. The finishing move is called Spiritual Ray, and it is all the information you see here. Now we're going to jump right into the character adjustments and for Y'shtola. So here we go. This is the Skill 1 extension right here.
Doors closing.
It's just the information in red, so that's down there. Now we have your Skill 2, Medica 2. Now, with Medica 2, this has 2 more uses. And the information you see here. Anything in red. Now, what is good about this? What isn't so good? Now, here's the thing with Y'shtola. Now, with Skill 2, and I have to warn everybody, I am on public transportation, so I am wearing a face covering per federal mandate, so little FYI. Now, the thing is with Y'shtola, like the only way she had ways to heal the party's HP is, believe it or not, the EX ability. Now, with that being said, because of what happened to skill 2, giving the alternate source of HP heal until she can pump out Pulse of Life, it's a really good way to fix some of the longevity. Now,
This is diversity.
I'm going to pause this video real quick so I can think about certain things here. So I'll be back. Now, with that all being said, what's not so good about your Yashtola's secondary rework? Now, the thing here is that there's a lot of he said, she said regarding the type of unit Yashtola is supposed to be. Now, we're going to jump right into, and we're going to go into one of my parties because I do have her as a lead in one of them. So that way you guys can see what I mean. So, we're going to do this real quick. And we're going to jump into the sphere slots here for Yashtola. So for Yashtola, she is CC and E. Now, anybody who has an A sphere, dealing damage is actually one of their roles. Now, if anybody that does not have the A sphere at all, guess what? Newsflash, their role isn't to be a damage dealer. And as you can see here, you see here with that sphere configuration, CC and E for Yashtola, she's not meant to be a damage dealer. Nope. In fact, she's more meant for support. Now, the reason why I kind of say this for Yashtola and come out in defense of like the secondary rework is because one of her main roles is support. If you look at the stat grid on the sandy.the.tabby website, you'll know that she's not having a big type attack stat on that grid. Because you have to remember, there are 6 noted stats on this particular grid. Attack, yes, is one of them, but there's 5 others. Initial bravery, max bravery, defense, speed, HP, and defense. Those are the other 5 stats besides the attack. So, if you really think about Yashtola, her role is not really for attack. She's more of a support unit. Now, when it comes to like the support meta, she's kind of like one of the very best. And people can't really expect support units to deal really high amounts of HP damage, whether it be one-on-one or one to everybody. So, with that out of the way, without all being said, in that defense, Yashtola doesn't really have many ways to really do much AoE HP damage, but because she's more a support unit, that is something that can be forgiven. However, and the thing that kind of will concern some is the max bravery aspect. So that's really on that. Now, she does get a bit of a tweak when she gets her Burst Plus later on this year for Global. But besides that, where could they go with another rework for her? Besides that little tweak that she's getting later on this year. So one of the ideas I'm thinking maybe, and it comes down to skill 1 once again. Well, she's going to need something special with that. And that's the only thing I can really say, because it's like when it comes to support units, Yashtola has got a lot of the roles covered. But with skill 2, if I could think anything for skill 2, in all honesty, would to be the cleanse debuffs. But you really can't think much about Yashtola in that regard. And oddly enough, I'm done with this video with Wolvie here, signing off. I'll catch you all on the flip side.